Negotiating contracts is a fundamental skill for any entrepreneur. Contracts form the backbone of business agreements, defining the terms and conditions that govern relationships with clients, suppliers, partners, and employees. Mastering the art of contract negotiation ensures that you can secure favorable terms, protect your interests, and build strong, sustainable business relationships. In this third part of our series on business negotiation, we will focus on the intricacies of contract negotiation. This video will guide you through the essential steps of contract negotiation, highlight the role of term sheets, and provide practical tips for navigating complex contractual discussions. Here's what we will cover in this video. Understanding the purpose and importance of contracts is the first step toward mastering their negotiation. Term sheets are critical in the contract negotiation process. We will discuss what term sheets are, why they are important, and how they help streamline the negotiation process. Preparation is key to successful contract negotiation. We will cover the importance of thorough research, setting clear objectives, and drafting an initial term sheet to guide the negotiation. Effective communication strategies, presenting and discussing the term sheet, and negotiating key contract elements will be explored to help you navigate the negotiation process smoothly. We will emphasize the importance of legal review in contract negotiation to ensure compliance and maintain integrity. We will cover the steps to review, revise, and formalize the contract, ensuring that all agreed-upon terms are accurately captured. Managing and enforcing contract terms is crucial for maintaining healthy business relationships. We will provide tips on effective communication and regular compliance checks. Negotiating contracts can be complex, but with the right strategies and preparation, you can turn challenges into opportunities. By the end of this video, you will have a deeper understanding of how to approach contract negotiation with confidence and skill, ensuring that your business agreements are beneficial and sustainable. Contract negotiation helps clarify the expectations of all parties, reducing the likelihood of misunderstandings and disputes. Properly negotiated contracts safeguard your business interests by clearly defining terms related to payment, delivery, performance, and other critical aspects. Through careful negotiation, you can identify and mitigate potential risks, ensuring that the contract includes provisions that protect you in various scenarios. A fair and transparent negotiation process can foster trust and collaboration, leading to stronger, long-term business relationships. As an entrepreneur, you will encounter various types of contracts that require negotiation. Service agreements outline the terms under which services will be provided. Partnership agreements define the roles, responsibilities, and profit-sharing arrangements between business partners. Vendor contracts establish the terms for the supply of goods or services from a vendor to your business. Employment contracts set out the terms and conditions of employment between an employer and an employee. Non-disclosure agreements protect confidential information shared between parties. Before entering into negotiations, it's crucial to gather all relevant information to understand the context and establish a strong position. Seek to understand the other party's background and business interests. Research the market and competition. Having clear, well-defined objectives is essential for staying focused and achieving your desired outcomes in contract negotiations. List your primary objectives, such as specific terms you want to secure, acceptable compromises, and non-negotiable points. Differentiating between needs and wants helps you focus on securing the most critical terms. A well-thought-out strategy guides your approach and helps you stay organized during negotiations. Outline your initial offer, potential counteroffers, and fallback positions. Consider various scenarios and prepare responses. Preparing an initial term sheet anchors the discussion around the issues most important to your goals and lets you set the starting point for negotiation. Presenting the term sheet early in the negotiation process sets a clear agenda. A term sheet is a non-binding document that outlines the key terms and conditions of a potential agreement between parties. It serves as a blueprint for the final contract, providing a clear and concise summary of the main points agreed upon during the preliminary negotiation phase. While a term sheet is not legally enforceable, it plays a crucial role in ensuring that all parties are on the same page before drafting the final, binding agreement. Having a term sheet allows parties to focus on critical terms first, simplifying the overall negotiation process. Each term in a contract doesn't exist in isolation. By considering related terms together, you can better understand how changes in one aspect might impact others. You can also track where both parties have made concessions so they do not become one-sided. A term sheet provides a structured outline of the agreement, making it easier to draft the detailed contract. By clarifying the main terms early on, a term sheet can reduce the time and expense of drafting and revising a formal contract. A comprehensive term sheet should include all of the key components to ensure a clear and effective negotiation process, including financial terms such as price, payment terms, equity stakes, funding amounts, and milestones. Timelines and deadlines define the duration of the agreement, as well as key dates for the completion of due diligence, signing of the final contract, and implementation of the agreement. Scope and deliverables include a detailed description of the products or services to be provided, including specifications and quality standards. Responsibilities and obligations of each party, including specific obligations and performance expectations. Confidentiality and exclusivity provisions for maintaining confidentiality of shared information and any exclusivity agreements. Termination conditions under which the agreement can be terminated by either party and any associated penalties or notice requirements. Incorporating these key components in a term sheet can be an effective tool in contract negotiation, providing clarity, focus, and a solid foundation for drafting the final agreement. Today, contract negotiations are conducted primarily through email. This method has become the standard because it allows for efficient communication, detailed documentation, and collaboration across time zones. Here's how email-driven negotiations typically unfold, focusing on term sheets to structure discussions. Email enables parties to communicate at their own pace, providing time to consider proposals, analyze terms, and craft thoughtful responses. It eliminates the need for constant scheduling of meetings or phone calls, which can be challenging with busy schedules or international teams. Emails create a written record of the negotiation process, which can be invaluable for tracking changes, understanding the evolution of agreements, and resolving disputes. Each party can refer back to past emails to confirm agreed-upon terms or revisit unresolved points. Email allows parties in different locations and time zones to collaborate seamlessly, making it easier to negotiate contracts with international clients, suppliers, or partners. Contract negotiations often begin with one party sending an email outlining their proposed terms in narrative form, along with an initial draft of the term sheet. The other party reviews the terms, considers their position, and responds with feedback, counterproposals, or revisions. Parties go back and forth via email, exchanging updated versions of the term sheet. Each revision reflects changes, additions, or clarifications agreed upon in previous discussions. This iterative process helps refine the terms until both parties are satisfied with the framework of the agreement. Email allows for detailed explanations and justifications for proposed terms. Parties can attach supporting documents or data to strengthen their position and address concerns. Once both sides agree on the key terms, the finalized term sheet becomes the basis for drafting the formal contract. This document ensures that the formal contract aligns with the agreed-upon terms, reducing the likelihood of misunderstandings or disputes during the drafting stage. To conduct effective email negotiations, be clear and concise. Use straightforward language to avoid misunderstandings. Organize revisions clearly. Highlight or track changes in the term sheet to make revisions easy to follow. Maintain a professional tone. Ensure your emails remain courteous and professional even when addressing disagreements. Summarize agreements. At the end of each stage, recap what has been agreed upon and outline next steps. Set deadlines. Establish clear timelines for responses and revisions to keep the process moving. Legal review is a critical step in the contract negotiation process. Ensuring your contract complies with all relevant laws and regulations protects your business from potential legal disputes and liabilities. Legal counsel provides expert advice on the legal implications of contract terms and ensures the contract is enforceable. Contracts must comply with local, national, and international laws to be legally binding. Identifying potential legal risks in the contract helps protect your business from future disputes and liabilities. Including specific legal clauses in your contracts can help protect your interests and ensure clarity and enforceability. Indemnification clauses protect one party from legal liability arising from the other party's actions or omissions. For example, in a service contract, include an indemnification clause that protects your business from any claims resulting from the client's use of your services. Limitation of liability clauses limit the amount of damages one party can claim from the other in case of a breach of contract. Dispute resolution clauses outline the methods for resolving any disputes that arise during the contract term. For example, requiring mediation or arbitration before pursuing litigation. Finalizing a contract is a critical step that ensures all agreed-upon terms are accurately captured and legally binding. This process involves careful review, revisions, and formalization to prevent misunderstandings and future disputes. A meticulous review of the draft contract ensures that all terms accurately reflect the agreements made during negotiations. Compare the draft contract with the term sheet and notes from negotiation meetings. Verify that all critical terms, conditions, and clauses are included. Involving key stakeholders in the review process ensures that the contract meets all necessary business, legal, and operational requirements. Share the draft contract with relevant team members, including legal, financial, and operational experts, for their input and approval. Revisions may be necessary to correct errors, clarify terms, or address new considerations that arise during the review process. Track changes and communicate clearly with the other party about the reasons for revisions. Ensure all revisions are mutually agreed upon. Both parties must fully agree to all terms before signing the contract to prevent disputes and ensure enforceability. Hold a final meeting to review the revised contract with the other party, addressing any last-minute questions or concerns. The contract becomes legally binding once authorized representatives of both parties sign it. Ensure that the contract is signed in accordance with legal requirements, including the use of electronic signatures if permissible. Each party should have a signed copy of the final contract for their records and future reference. Store your copy securely. Use digital storage solutions to ensure easy access and retrieval. Effective implementation and regular monitoring ensure that both parties fulfill their contractual obligations. Develop an implementation plan that outlines key tasks, responsibilities, and timelines. Monitor progress regularly and address any issues promptly. Promptly addressing any issues or disputes helps maintain a positive relationship and prevents minor problems from escalating. Use the dispute resolution mechanisms outlined in the contract to handle conflicts efficiently. Maintain open communication and seek amicable solutions. Periodic reviews of the contract and renegotiation, if necessary, ensure that the agreement remains relevant and beneficial. Be open to renegotiating terms if business needs or circumstances change. Preparing for contract renewal ensures that both parties can review and renegotiate terms based on past performance and future needs. Begin discussions well before the contract expires. Review performance and assess whether any terms need to be updated. Renegotiating terms allows both parties to adjust the contract to reflect current circumstances and future goals. Consider market changes, performance metrics, and future needs. Be open to adjustments and seek mutually beneficial terms. Handling contract termination professionally and ethically ensures a smooth transition and maintains your business's reputation. Follow the termination procedures outlined in the contract, provide required notices, and ensure all obligations are met before termination. By effectively managing contractual relationships through ongoing communication, regular compliance checks, and addressing issues promptly, you can ensure that both parties fulfill their obligations and maintain a positive, productive partnership. This proactive approach helps build strong, long-term business relationships and enhances the overall success of your business. Thank you for joining us in this third part of our series on business negotiation. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel to receive notifications about future videos.